Okay, so D8 Hordes as Bleed Barbarian. Let's see how this goes, because a lot of people have been asking me to make an updated guide to both my Flay Barbarian as well as my Whirlwind Barbarian. So, because, well, I already had a lot of gear for Whirlwind Barbarian, let's do just that. You might have already seen my build, you know, probably for a week now on the Mobalytics side, but I didn't have the gear myself yet to actually put it to use. So now that I do, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Now this build focuses on the creeping death aspect, right? Because let me explain why any other aspect, like aspect of elements, is, you know, just a wrong choice. What creeping death does is that against enemies we do an increased damage over time damage based on how many crowd controlled effects there are on the enemy, right? And as a Bleed Barbarian, we basically have a crowd control, one of them at all times, and that is slow, right? Like if the enemy is bleeding, it is also slowed thanks to our passive right here, hamstring. Your bleeding effects slow healthy enemies by 20%. So when they are healthy, they are also slowed, right? Then we are using Ariad's bearing. So the guy doing the upheaval also stuns enemies through our skills, and they are also slowed through the whirlwind from Talik. So like the CCs we have on enemies are like non-stop up, right? The slow, you know, from hamstring from Talik is always up. The stun from the other ancestral is also almost always up. Plus we are of course playing Fists of Fate, so we are doing other sources of CC as well. So we are pretty much guaranteed 60% X or higher at all times, literally at all times, because when enemies become unstoppable, which they will because we do so much CC, they will also take 60% more damage. Now of course this is, you know, less value against bosses, because we first need to stagger the bosses for them to take the 60% X more damage, but it is still absolutely massive, and in the long run it is way stronger than any other alternative. Now to really max out on that, I am also playing Shared Misery on my boots, you know. That helped me, you know, spread the CC to all the nearby enemies so that I do as much damage as humanly possible. Not the worst boons, good boons actually. Good boons actually right now. Now what we need is to get Hellborns. And this might actually turn out to be a good run. This might actually turn out to be a good run if we get the Hellborns.
I'm not ready.
Just trying to do as many events as I can.
I'm afraid.
Okay. I never know which one to focus though. Like should I do Soulspire? Should I ignore it and just, you know, chase after different events? I don't know. I should probably do some proper research about these boons. But you know, I'm about min-maxing builds. You min-max the gameplay, guys. You min-max the gameplay. So yeah, I mean, it's Whirlwind, so it's the simplest playstyle there is for Barbarian, really. You just, you know, press your Whirlwind and that's it. And rotate your... Nice! Actually got Hellborn. And rotate your shouts with your other skills. So yeah, it's very, very easy. Also, because we are CCing enemies so much, it helps us with survivability. Because, well, if the enemy is CC, they cannot do any damage to you. So that kind of helps. But back to the shared misery, one more thing I wanted to mention is that if you're doing that, if you're playing it like me to really, really maximize on the creeping death in like the AoE situations, then what you have to do is to have another pair of legs. Boots, I mean. Because against the bosses, you need Relentless Berserker. Like, you go against the waves, you don't. We never want Relentless Berserker. Like, ever. Like, if you see that, then I would already consider the build, you know, not optimized. Because we have so much CDR that we have 100% uptime on berserking, which we need, right? Without berserking, we can't do the bleed damage. I literally finished the sentence and then I fucked up and didn't reduce my cooldowns with Bold Chieftain. But see, I'm still berserking because, you know, bleeding enemies are dying, etc. Like, you never want to waste Relentless Berserker, really, unless you're bossing or playing pits, because in the pit you also need it, right? But in Hordes you don't. So another pair of boots with Relentless Berserker against the bosses to have the uptime, that's my recommendation. So that you can really, really min-max on the damage during the run. I mean, if you really want it, you can just play your normal boots, have Shared Misery on it, or you can also use Wild Bolt, that's really good for stacking enemies over the Shared Misery, you know. So you can also play that, and then before you start killing the bosses, you just go to the city, change your aspect, and yeah, come back, and that's it. So that's also an option. Exalted. Oh my god, nice. Give me that. Where? Oh no, I'm an idiot. I didn't notice. I should have gone for that because I already have Hellfire. And now it's not spawning the... Ay, mamma mia. I completely fucked up, see? I told you. You have to optimize gameplay. I'm a noob. 100% certified. I just, you know, saw Hellborn once and I was like... Also, I always say I'm a classic man. If I do one thing, I cannot do another. I'm actually surprised I'm able to talk right now. Well, just, you know, pumping CCs with Fists of Fury and yeah, abusing the creeping death. Is it a build I would pick over my normal Ramaladni? Probably not. Like, I like the direct damage of my Ramaladni Whirlwind because yeah, it's just simple, right? It just deals damage, period. You don't have to wait for anything, and it always deals damage. That there is no nothing, right? You don't have to wait for any CCs to boost it further. It just deals damage all the time. Isn't this all shit? Should I get this or this? I don't know. This. I'm so mad I fucked up with the Hellfire. Okay, might as well do them now that I got the buff to them. But yeah, pretty chill. You're just playing a piano. You're just mashing every single button that you have. And you just, you know, wait for stuff to happen. There seems to be a bit of a delay with the iron skin though. Like very often I'm pressing it, but it's not actually doing anything. I have to press it like 5 times. Oh wait. Yeah. Triple Masterwork Shaco on the CDR. That's what you want. That's that 1 second. 1 second on that rallying cry I'm missing for 100% uptime. The Summoned Lord, Corrupting Spires, Aether Mass. I guess. I really don't want the Aether Lords because they take too much time to kill, I feel like, and it feels that less enemies are spawning when they do, like normal enemies. I guess the game is like waiting for me to kill them before it gives me another. I don't know. I was just, you know, raping the iron skin for 5 seconds there. Like I saw it available, but it didn't get used. Oh, there's an event. There's no way I'm getting there anyway in 3 seconds, so let's just ignore it. Why is it still blinking? There's nothing that can spawn. The hell? Like I could have, like if I went for that, okay, if I went for that, I'd already have like 10 ether per the Aether Lord. Insane. But I mean, I got +2 for the Soul Spire and now multiplied by 2. So, you know, if I already had to play the Spires, at least it somewhat did something. Okay, not a horrible run. Could have been better if I got the Hellfire there. I literally trolled myself. But I mean, what I picked wasn't bad, right? It just wasn't as good. Which is sad, because this is the last run. But I think we are getting like 650. I think we could get 650. Oh, that's probably too much. That's probably too much copium. Come to Papi. Okay, that's a lot of enemies on the screen. That's a lot of enemies. Woo! Did some of them just disappear? But we did get the 650, so at least there's that. you know. Oh no, I actually wanted it to stay at 666. That would have been so sick. Fitting the theme, you know, fitting the theme. Okay. And now these mofos. Oh wait, I need my... yeah. Almost forgot the relentless berserker boots.
Not ready.
Okay, 200 million bleeds, I take it. I take it, baby, 200 million! Oh my god. I hate how they're just running away all the time. Can't they just sit on a spot or something? We pumping! We pumping! Oh, not that guy.
I'm not ready.
But yeah, as you can see, the single target damage isn't the worst. It can do some nice damage.
Not ready.
But on a controller it's a bit harder than on a keyboard, because on a keyboard you can basically remain stationary. You just stand on a spot. As long as you're just, you know, clicking the enemy that you want to attack, it will basically not move. But on a controller it just goes up and down, right? So you're not really hitting them with everything, because if you're on top of them, like literally pixel perfect on their face, oh, scary, then your Tyrell is like a shotgun, right? So everything is hitting them, all the Tyrells, you know, all the Dust Devils, everything is hitting them, right? But like this, we are losing damage because sometimes it just doesn't even touch them. Yeah, and they keep running like this. Like I've seen some monster damage over time already on these bosses. So many overlaps. But they have to, like, get stuck in the corner. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they just don't move. They just get stuck in the corner. And you just stand here. And if that happens, you can do some insane damage. $180 million and 200 million. And we're not even, you know, they're not even CC'd. Like, you know, 200 million... without the creeping death being in effect. Like I've seen upwards of 400 million, you know, dots in the stagger. So it can do some nice damage, but it's nothing compared to what it was. Like we were hitting for 1 billion bleeds. 1 billion, and now it's like in stagger, you know, 300-400 million, and without stagger a little bit over 100. So that's how it goes. But still, I hope you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed the gameplay, and if you're a fan of bleeds like myself, then you will definitely enjoy this build as well. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao!